Eagles Nation, what is up? Tom, Views from the Link TV. We are 3 days away from the Eagles playing in the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. And really no words, man. Just so excited. Hype video came out today. Unbelievable. I watched it a couple times, had to get the juices flowing with that. But we started this channel in 2015 and I started my Instagram in 2015, and we were talking about, coming in the season with guys like DeMarco Murray, Byron Maxwell, Kiko Alonso, the big Shady trade, Chip Kelly gaining that power and making all those moves. And it didn't go exactly the way that we planned it to go. And for 2 years later to flip that whole thing around and create a Super Bowl roster, not only a Super Bowl roster, but be able to get to the playoffs or not really get to the playoffs, but clinch the division and win in the playoffs all the way up until getting into the Super Bowl. Even that so far with a backup quarterback, a backup left tackle, loss of Darren Sproles, Jordan Hicks. I mean, you have backups at key positions. Also, you've lost a couple of those veteran players, even Chris Maragos. We completely went unknown into the whole Jake Elliott signing after our pretty reliable kicker Caleb Sturgis goes down for the season. So you look at how this team was built. You look at what Howie Roseman's been able to do, and it's not only a good team, on the surface, but the depth and the coaching is it's just so on another level of anything we've seen from an Eagles team. And I truly believe that. And if they go out and win the Super Bowl, it proves it even further. But even so, right now, when you look at this team, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at how they've overcome all this and how they're so young and they're going to get better. And the sky's really the limit. The potential, it's just not even, you can't even imagine the potential of this team if they continue to stockpile talent and build on what they have. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. But one game is all we got and one game is all we need. Let's get into the questions for the last bird buzz before the Super Bowl. Here we go, guys. VLTIE asks, what's the probability that the DBs will play closer to the line this game to disrupt the short passing game? I think it's all about adjustments, and that's, I'm glad that was asked because a lot of people are wondering about that. Is Tom Brady going into the quick strike offense? I'll tell you what, Tom Brady's a quarterback that is not going to have the game decided on designed reads. The Eagles stopped, teams trying to do that at points. Tom Brady's not going to sit there and just continue to try to check it down all game. There's going to be opportunities to hit him. There's going to be plays where he holds the ball and waits for something downfield. That's the kind of player he is. He's going to put the game in his hands, not, slants and out routes for 6 yards. I mean, that works. So I'm just going to do that. And even, when they kind of make adjustments, I'll just do the same thing. Like, no, he's not going to do that. He's going to take the ball into his own hands. He's going to try to make throws downfield to guys like Gronkowski, Cooks. Danny Amendola is the guy underneath, but he can make plays. I mean, he made that 3rd and 18, I believe it was, against the Jaguars to, kind of initiate and, really create that comeback when you really felt like it was possible that they do something and come back in that game. He goes 3rd and 18. Those are things you cannot let happen. I'm not so much concerned about them doing the quick passing game thing. I'm concerned about when you get into those 3rd and longs, you make those plays. And I think that if the corners play how they've been all year, they'll continue to make plays and they'll continue to get the defense off the field on 3rd down. And that's really the biggest thing is you got to get Brady on the sideline and get your defense off the field on 3rd down. ABM_609 asks, what is the most underrated cheesesteak in Philly? That's a good question, I guess. I'd say D'Alessandro's. I lived in Manayunk for a year, and I also went to Temple, so kind of around that area. And grew up about 35, 40 minutes away from the Manayunk area. And D'Alessandro's was always my favorite, so I'll say it's my favorite. It's the best, and it's also the most underrated because no one really talks about it. So check that out. Justin Bradley our first fan of this show, he asks score and stats prediction. Okay, so he really wants me to get in depth here. I'd say 24-21 to the Eagles win. Reverse score of the 2004 season when we went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots. Brady, Belichick, same team, but this time we're going to be on the winning end of the same score. That's what I've been predicting, so I'll stick with it. And the stats predictions, I don't know. I mean, I'll say Nick Foles, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't even like picking scores. You got me picking stats. Jay Ajayi, I'll say 18 total touches for 103 total yards and a touchdown. And I'll say that Zach Ertz catches a touchdown too. And then on defense, I'll say, I don't know, Fletcher Cox gets a sack. Say Brandon Graham gets a sack. And somebody's going to get an interception. I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, it's tough to get Brady to throw picks, but I'll say Malcolm Jenkins gets a big interception in this game. Just, he hasn't gotten one in a while, and I feel like he's due for one. So let's get a little bit of magic like that 2015 game when the Eagles beat the Patriots. Malcolm Jenkins had a big pick six. So let's try to get something like that going. We can really have a chance in this one to actually, win the Super Bowl. Got to make a big play on defense. That's what I think, and I think Malcolm Jenkins is going to be the one to do it. So Smith Boy 93 asks, do you think the Patriots will attack our defense like the Giants did this season? It's kind of that quick passing game. I already kind of talked about that. I mean, yeah, they could try it, but I just don't believe that they're going to do that all game, like every player. And, there's going to be plays where, it's 3rd and long. You have to force 3rd and longs. And Brady's going to have to throw the ball and make something happen downfield. He's the type of quarterback that can do that. So he's not going to just completely buy into this quick strike offense when he likes throwing the ball downfield. It's the Super Bowl. He's Tom Brady. Like, he's 40 years old, man. I mean, he miracle comeback last year, another one last week, and this could be, who knows how many more Super Bowls he has. So I think he's going to try to go out and sling the ball around. I really do. And you got to get to him, hit him, make him uncomfortable. And then the last question by SmithBoy93 is, and if they do go to the quick strike offense, do you think we can adjust and stop it? And like I said, I do. I believe we can. I think that's what it's about, is adjusting and making Brady hold the ball, making him take a little bit more risk. And I think if you can do that, you have a good chance to win the game. So, Super Bowl, man. Can't wait. It's going to be crazy. I'll drop a reaction video most likely after, or I'll just see it for Bird Buzz in the future here. Maybe I'll drop a live feed of the end of the Super Bowl on here. That'd be pretty interesting, right? We are watching it right here at my place. So, wherever you're watching from, get loud. Even if it's not at the game, get loud in your basements. They'll hear us from out there. So, all right. See you guys later. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds. Super Bowl time. It's ready. We ready. We out here.